Through the mountain, secret tunnel, secret tunnel. Hey everybody, happy Halloween month. Today's live stream is hopefully going to be a lot of fun. I tried to post a super sneaky peeky to my patrons and
Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete.
You
And
don't know what Sneaky Pete is.
what's Sneaky Pete?
Never mind.
Did I just say something dirty again? Dang it, Randy. You can't just say these things around me. Hey, how's it going?
You're alive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's
Like
people in here.
Fifth time I've refreshed the page.
Okay, hey Natalie, hey Anita, hey Kristen, hey Star, hey Derby, hey Scarla, hey Star, hey Sarah, hey Francois, hey Tiffany, hey Tashers.
Hello, Francois.
Hola, Francois.
Hola. Hello.
Trying to snag the good lighting and a little bit less of a disaster behind us. Hey Kira, hey Christina, hey Becca. Where'd my coffee go?
How did that work?
Okay, I was trying to sneak or do a sneak peek for the patrons who pledge $1 and more, but then the picture didn't work, so I'm sorry. But hey Colleen, hey Sparkies, hey Laura, I'll be wearing a similar headdress this weekend. Right on, Tara. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys how it looks fleshed out with some hair done up with it, and then I just pinned a flower onto my head, kind of in an empty spot. So that's kind of my go-to thing with life here lately is just if something's not working out, just hot glue some silk floral on it and everything will be okay. Rebecca asks, how am I doing today? I'm doing really well. It's pretty warm though. I think we're gonna have to turn the air conditioner back on.
I mean, that's up to you.
Maybe. Eyebrows on fleek, right? This is my favorite way to do my brows. I wish this were a little bit more socially acceptable in small town Midwest America. Careful, close to deer season, right? I was gonna have Randy dress as a hunter.
Rabbit season.
Rabbit season. I'm not dressed as a rabbit. Think Lynette. Okay, says good afternoon. Hope everyone is doing well. Right? Like I hope y'all are having a fantastic day today. Oh, Cammy, well it's good to see you in here on the right profile. Because I'm really bad at like I'll recognize people's profile pictures or their names. But like it's hard.
Never both.
I'm not good at peopling, I guess. Hey Patience, it's really good to see you today. We're doing great, Jennifer.
First time here on my own profile.
Ooh, yeah, I read that one. And then I've got my Randy here. We are still powering through. I love this man. Look at his beautiful. I like it. What? Don't just.
Weirdo.
Yeah. We are still powering through Patreon. We ran out of bags and we went to the store and then didn't get bags. We got everything else though, so we're trying to get Patreon put together. And
There's always something on
there's
the
always
list.
something. No, it didn't even make it to the list because by the time I was making the list, I completely forgot that I needed to do it.
That's the one thing I asked you to make a list about. Yeah.
Yep. That's how it goes. Randy's not grumpy today. Are you grumpy? Yeah. I made that face. Did you go for your walk this morning? I didn't because it was pouring down cats and dogs, but we did go to the grocery store instead. So I'm almost up to 4,000 steps already today. Also, excellent like crossover. So I did a vlog post this morning. We've posted 2 new videos onto Randy's gaming channel, which, spoiler, are basically just me playing The Sims.
Yup.
100%. It's probably the most boring thing ever, but I'm having so much fun doing it. And it's giving me a way to justify taking a minute, taking, a day off. I took 2 days off, kind of, where I just didn't really be on the internet at all. I just shot, We Love You bags or not. We'll wait, right, guys? What bags?
For Patreon.
Oh, for Patreon. Well, I can't.
Wow.
Let's put more coffee in my body. Yeah, proportionately, the more makeup I put on, the slower mentally I become. Which I'm not that quick to start with. I always knew there was something mystical about you, elf fairy. Something couldn't put a label on. Now I know. Yeah, I didn't know if I had evolved or devolved from a fairy into a fawn. Randy was like, you gotta put clothes on though.
She's like, I'll just.
Because we got this
shirt.
new lace bralette at the store today, which looks perfect. All I need are like fur pants from Aerodani Studios. That way I can just be like fur pants from like the waist down. I'd be like, and
May or may not have been watching TV.
Yeah, and we've been watching GIFs. Anyways, so hi guys, how's it going? The rain must be really messing with the stream today. Yeah, be sure that your stream quality, like your video quality, is on as low as possible because I'm streaming off of a telephone.
You mean not as low as possible?
What do you mean? What should they
I'm
have
at
it on?
360.
Is that good?
Yeah, that looks fine.
Oh god, I'm a pixelated mess though.
Well, then knock it up to 480.
I don't know. I don't know how any of this works.
Look,
Hey Esther, I'm glad you like our.
Mess.
Really?
If you want to be HD,
Mess with your settings. I hope you know
you
how
can
this
go
works
to
better than I
720.
do. Does that make me shiny?
What? It makes you clearer.
Ah! Sorry. I was able to be a Patreon for this month only. Right on, Sparkies. Thank you so much for your support. See a satellite be launched from Los Angeles. Oh my gosh, Carol, that's awesome. Oh, Cherry. Raining there, too. I know, Candace. Oh my gosh. I was on top of the world. Oh no, Holly. Stay safe with the tornadoes. Parawire featured us in their artist spotlight in their newsletter, and I took pictures of it on my phone, like screenshotted it because I want to keep it forever. I was super tempted to print it out and frame it because, like, if George Takei ever hears this, he's probably going to take down the feature. But
I'm going to say it anyway.
But I'm going to say it anyways because I'm pretty sure George Takei doesn't have time for my crap. I was more tickled pink by Parawire featuring me than, well, and that's not fair to say because I was going to say that I was more tickled than whenever George Takei shared because that's like legendary. But I was like, professionally, this is the best thing that could happen. But in my heart, I was so happy that Parawire featured me. What? 2 different features? What are you talking about, Scarla?
It's only been the one, right?
I thought it was just the one. Well, shit. Never mind. But no, it made me really happy because I hope Parawire has made what we do for a living possible because they have hypoallergenic enameled copper, and all kinds of stuff. That way, I can wear jewelry first off and it not turn me green or irritate my skin. And it also gives me a product that I can have faith in to make my artwork out of and to sell to other people who might have similar problems. And it helps me keep it affordable. So if I can do anything to help out Parawire, I'm like, dude, y'all put my face on whatever you need to help your business, to be like Vaughn approved. Put that stamp on everything if it makes any difference. I got that email from Parawire. So thank you, Misty. Can you use Parawire for chainmail? Yes, you can. And we will not, We've Got Mail, that company makes a lot of their rings, I believe. I don't know if it's exclusively, but they make a lot of them from Parawire. And not in this month's Craft Crate, but in November's Craft Crate, we're going to be having some Parawire chainmail rings for our chainmail and combo crate people. So that'll be pretty cool. Can I just thank you for a minute? I had a project weekend with my mom, and I created koi pond for a fairy garden. Right on, Kristen. What's up, babe?
Just want to remind everyone that this month they will be getting a double craft crate to make up for not getting one last month.
Yeah, double craft crates in this batch. So if you're still a patron in November and you get a craft crate and you're like, where's the other half? That's why this month is super big. So, right, Natalie?
Yes, I've checked. You will definitely get one.
Okay, Natalie, I have to ask you a question because there's another Natalie who talks to me and I have to get this lined up. Are you the one who sent me my Fitbit? Because I'm afraid that I've been thanking the other Natalie. Because one of y'all changed my life. So, oh, Lisa, do it. Okay, Natalie, okay. Because I was like, what's going on here?
Yes.
Patient. Oh, yeah. Patient Serenity says that was the answer to your question. Okay, I want to do wire Kumihimo bracelets. Do it. It's a Christina with CLS or CSL. I never remember. what if it's CLS? She's also a YouTuber and a very cool person and has a book out now on how to do wire kumihimo. Hey Mikio, happy belated birthday. I'm so sorry. I was off my phone for 2 days. Like I had it in airplane mode. So I didn't get your message until this morning. Woo, Holly. I'm the Florida Natalie. Okay, CSL Designs. Cool. I'm glad y'all remember this stuff. What was Marianne's comment?
CSL or CLS, because it's both of them.
No. Y'all know who I'm talking about, though. Like, she's adorable. She has really good tutorials. She's, like, YouTube goals, for me, at least. Like, I want to grow up to be like her. Right? Weird question. Do you guys play Pokemon Go? Randy plays Pokemon Go.
Why? What's up?
What's up? Let's talk to the Pokemon Go person. Your little face. Can I squeeze it? Will you squeeze my face?
No.
Please? No. I don't want to have to squeeze it myself.
I got a vice grip in there.
Yeah, well, just like this.
Yeah, they do that.
But I love it when you squeeze my face.
I'm still waiting on the question.
Wait. Oh, is it because I have lipstick on?
Oh, it's because you're not moving it to catch up with everyone else.
Congrats, Marianne, on starting your company. Oh, can we be friends with Randy? Can they be your friend?
On what? On
Pokemon Go? Squeeze the face. Hey, Abigail. They'd squeeze my face.
I'm sure they would.
They'd squeeze my face all day, I bet. I'm so sorry. Would Parawire be good for wire kumihimo? I think so. I would start with their enameled copper wire because I found that like their natural toned enameled copper wire. That way, if it does chip off, which I've never had that happen except for when I'm like super duper hammering stuff, it'll still just be natural copper colored.
I tell you what, I'll put my friend ID up very soon. Because there's a thing with the Celebi thing where you have to get like 3 new friends, and I don't want to get all the friends and then not be able to get 3 new friends. So soon. Quick, squeezing your face.
Why? I got lipstick on my nose. Sorry. Well, what's the use of having these squishy little cheeks if I'm not going to squeeze them? Like, come on. Abigail. She's just like, squeeze it. Hey Jerry, thanks for popping in. We do have some mail to open today, and I do want to show you guys what I got from my Michaels haul. Thank you guys for making that possible. And I'm not gonna lie, the lady, the register lady, yeah, you can see the disaster that is Patreon. The register lady glared at me quite a bit whenever I was like, yeah, we did a live stream and people donated and now I can get stuff. And she was just like, that's nice. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I am pretty spoiled. Never mind, I'll shut up now. So let me get some lights turned on in here. But no, she was straight up. She was like, none of that stuff ever actually happens in real life. And I'm like, no, for realsies, I'm a professional YouTuber.
What was the other one, Scarlett?
What's that?
She said October 2nd, George Chicago featured your family.
Okay, that was the same one. Yeah. Scarlett, I think that was the same feature. He might have just reposted it, or it might just be recirculating again, which is awesome, but wow. Because it's such a rarity to get just one feature from him, that to get 2, I think, would be just mind-boggling. So here's our little friend, Mr. Chickerbutt. Can I get you to... Maybe you can sit in my headdress? No, okay. I would have been like, can I get another cashier? No, well, whenever I go out in public, I have to remind myself that not everyone signed up to be berated by my relentless enthusiasm, and that I should probably get my life together and just like reel it in a little bit. So I was like, she didn't sign up. It was, oh, thanks, Laura. I made it in a video, and I'm trying to dress up for every single live stream
In the month of October.
in the month of October. Bye, Amelia. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. So, I have a question. For today's giveaway, would you guys rather get a hair clip or a pendant? Boop, beep, beep, boop, boop. Which one would you guys rather get? Ooh, Marianne. Pendant, pendant, pendant. Okay, votes for pendant. So to participate, and we'll do the hair clip on Thursday. But oh, I love this hair clip. It's so cute. So today's giveaway will be for the pendant. And also the hair clip also makes a super cute. But you can just clip it on anything. I don't have enough for the hair for the other. That's fair. But yeah, so today's giveaway will be this needle felted pendant. Dude, I would wear wigs just so I would have hair to put stuff in. So to participate in today's giveaway, you'll want to have commented on this past Thursday's live stream, if that makes sense. And to participate with the upcoming giveaway on Thursday, you'll need to comment on this live stream after the video is over. So it's a complete disaster. I spent every penny that y'all donated at Michael's. Which, is the lighting okay? Hey, Derpy. Derpy, what do you think of the new Sims Let's Play on Randy's channel? Little chickie, 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 chickie. So we're gonna start with the loot haul. So first off, I got 2 packs of roving. Kaz! Hey, I've missed you. I hope you're doing fantastically. Lynette asks if the pendant has one of my dragon eyes. It does not have a dragon eye in it, though I am planning on making some needle felted dragons. This is just a domed resin. It's a resin cab that I cast. You're super busy. Oh, I'm so thankful for all the crafting inspiration you provide. I've never introduced myself. I just created a channel. It's one of the biggest perks that I get to say hi. Hey, Natara. I'm really glad that you like what we do here. And good luck with your channel. It can be a lot of fun. It's hard to grind. Like, if you're doing it for monetizing purposes, it can be hard grinding out that first 1,000. We are so close over on my vlog and over on Randy's channel. But so close. I got this thingy. I need a dark background. It's a felting needle, but I really like the ergonomic handle. When you were younger, what did you think you would be doing for a living? You did an amazing job, but I'm sure this wasn't your wildest dreams. Honestly, whenever I was a kid, YouTube wasn't even a thing. Like, I was like, I guess I'll be like a veterinarian, maybe. Like, I liked animals. I don't know, like, you know so little of the world when you're a kid that it's like, I didn't know. I honestly, after my dad died, I was so focused on just staying alive and getting through like the next day, the next week, the next month, the next school year. Like I didn't picture a future for myself. I just wanted to survive. So that's a little bit darker than what I had planned for today, but genuinely.
Really good to know.
What's that?
Just a heads up, the wool roving is way cheaper in packs on Amazon.
Yeah, I found it on Amazon, but I needed to be needle felting right then. So, but yeah, so childhood me would have seen adult me and been like, this is a fevered dream of fantasy and like miracles that this stuff doesn't happen. Period. Like, I would have just been like, that's a lie. That wouldn't have happened. Like, and just been like, why are you lying to me? What did I do to offend you that you would tell me this lie about my future? But I didn't really picture a future for myself until I was with Randy, and this whole world opened up to me where I wasn't constantly in survival mode, where I wasn't just trying to keep my head down and get by. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Laura, that's super cool. Okay, and so I got some more needles. I got packs of embroidery floss, and then cause I've been drawing mandalas on the Amaziograph app, and I want to embroider a mandala. So I got really beautiful. Ooh, what's this? Oh, little trash on the floor. Really beautiful embroidery flosses, like in my favorite colors, cause they were like 57 cents. And I thought I had a coupon that was gonna make everything way more affordable, but it wasn't. It was for the wrong day. So that hurt. I got this book. This is the only thing I purchased that I kind of regretted. And that's just because I got home and I read through it and I was like, this makes a lot of sense. But I could have Googled it. But you don't know to Google something until you discover that it's a thing. So I thought I was going to be able to use a coupon on it and I wasn't. And that's the biggest regret I have about this one. I got a pack of buttons. Sorry, this has got to be, like, I'm excited to share this stuff with you guys. So if this is horribly boring, sorry. But I got some buttons. I got some beading needles because I was going to do bead embroidery. I wasn't too pleased with this thing. I wish this plastic thing weren't there because if it goes off its dot at all, it will not go down. And I just feel like I'm stabbing stuff. I made a toadstool. And then I got these.
How did we meet?
Randy and I met because I was dating a guy who knew Randy. That's accurate, right?
Is that how we met?
I don't know. I met Randy before I met him, if that doesn't make sense. I would sit with Randy on the bus, but we never spoke to each other because we were both very antisocial. But I thought he was super cute. Like, he had, like, the most facial hair of any boy I'd ever met. Like, I was like, hey, wanna breed? Like, no. Sorry, that's not what I said to Randy. Close, but very close. But no, and then I met a guy, like I was dating a guy who was friends with Randy, and that's how I met Randy, and that's how we started talking on the bus. And then I broke up with that guy because, like, he lied to me about the dumbest stuff. Like, oh, I went to Germany and got you chocolate, which is one thing if he was trying to joke. But he was being serious when I was like, no, wait, they sell this at the World Market. Like, it is a German chocolate and that's cool, but why do you have to lie? Like, you don't have to be fancy, bro. And so I just kind of stopped. I was like, nah, I don't want to date you anymore. And then Randy and I started talking more. And then one of my friends that I was in band with, so roving, more roving, more roving, more roving, more roving. One of the girls that she was actually like lived 2 houses up from me, and she was in band with me. She was like, "Can you talk to this guy? I have a huge crush on him." And so I was like, "Hey," and I got his messenger. Where you going? What's that? What'd you take? Hey, that's mine. And so I got his blast from the past Yahoo Messenger screen name. And I sent him a message and I was like, hey, I have a friend who has a crush on you. Which sounds exactly like something somebody would say when they're like, hey, do you like me? I'm asking for a friend. Like, and thought someone was creeping up behind you. No, yeah, that's my Randy, the Randy Squatch. Will there be a new crafting room built for felting? That is kind of what this room is going to end up being part of. Like where we used to have a couch is now a plant shelf and a table because I like the lighting. But he and I went on a walk and I was like talking to him, being like, no, really, it's not me, it's, and I named the friend. And he was like, yeah, I don't know. We just don't really talk much. I don't know her very well. I don't know if I like her. And then he and I hung out for like 3 more hours because I took the dog for a walk. And then my brother-in-law, who I was living with at the time, like called me on my cell phone, my old Nokia brick, and was like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm at the park. He's like, is anyone with you? And I'm like, Leia, the dog. And he's like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, there's a guy here with me. And he was like, you need to come back to the house. And I was like, okay. I was in so much trouble. But I wasn't being naughty or anything. I was just falling in love for the rest of my life. Oh, goodness. Right, Lila? So that's how Randy and I met. Kind of. I don't know. It's been a blur. But so I'll just show you guys. This is all the stuff I got at Michael's. I cut a lot of it up. Oh, and I got these needles, which are nice, but I do prefer the ones without the gummy bits on the end, because that way I can put them in holders if I want to. And this thing I've already demolished. What is the name for the instructions on needle felting? I would just search needle felting, like how to needle felting. You are cheeky, not even a nice way, right? Well, it's like I don't think I've ever been an actively malicious person. How does the felting needle lock the guard out of the way the same way it locks in the safety position? Yeah, Kira. What felting's a thing too? Makes felting big stuff quicker. I've been looking into that, Tia. Oh, and I'd also gotten I wish I got more of this one, but it's wool yarn. And I got 3 skeins of a wool yarn that instead of being like worsted where it's like twisted and stuff like this, it's just roving. So I'm crocheting a big hood that I'm gonna felt and then put like flowers and leaves and stuff on. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also got embroidery hoops because I'm gonna embroider some mandalas, and I want to use the wool felt sheets to make like a tote bag with a mandala embroidered on it. I thought that'd be really cool to carry my needle felting stuff in. Amen, Laura. She says, Daniela, I'm 56 and my crafts may not be great, but it makes me happy and I don't care what anyone says. Oh gosh. Abigail. You've got your whole life ahead of you. There's no telling what it holds. You need to add an alpaca to your critters. Just give her a haircut and felt it. I was thinking, does Angora felt? Because I have rabbit setups and I have not been able to muster up the nerve to harvest in a long time. So I'm like, what if I just raise Angora rabbits and like pet them and groom them and make their fur into felt? So I'll have to see how that does. But I feel like Angora is a really fine, yeah, Candace, I can do that just in all my free time. But the nice thing is at least with needle felting and wet felting, I don't have to spin it into yarn before I can do something. I feel like it kind of just takes a step and then adds some more steps. So Mr. Chicky has been supervising all of my needle felting. It was the instruction for the mandala. Ooh, I don't know. Looks like you're getting goodies again, right? Okay, now I am going to open up this crate. Not crate. It's a big old box. This is a big old box. Hey, Pat in rainy Minnesota. What's up, babe? How'd you get it to come out?
I don't know. Play with it and see if it works.
Randy fixed it. Hey.
Yeah.
I'd kiss you if I weren't wearing hot pink lipstick. I know how you feel about that. He doesn't like the way lipstick feels like on his body. But he fixed it. Well, hot diggity.
There's only 3 parts.
Ow! Ooh, it's still super sharp.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Me too. Hip hip huzzah! Right? Also, I am going to do a really shameless plug real quick. If anybody wants to watch Randy and I hang out and play video games, I'm becoming more active over on Randy's channel. It's, y'all, the key to having a happy relationship, I really feel like, is to just be best friends with somebody. Because, like, I really like him, like, as an individual. Like, even if we didn't, like, snoo and, like, bump our fubblies, I'd still want to hang out with him. Like, he's a great roommate. He's a great best friend. I like playing video games with him. I just like being around him. So, sorry. Okay. Type exclamation point. Is it Randy? for your gaming channel link? Go subscribe to Randy's gaming channel because he's awesome. And I'm going to be playing The Sims over there. Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, it's Randy.
Ooh. Okay. Y'all. Sorry. Oh. Okay, I'll stop making noises and actually start reading things. There is a lot in here. Holy smokes. Okay. Who is this from? Misty. She says, "Hi Vaughn, was so glad you added felting/yarn stuff to your list. Saw your live, came to send you some goodies. Keep smiling and being amazing." Holy smoke! Holy crap, Allison. Thank you. But there's, okay, Misty. Is it the same note on all of them? Oh, it says, "Hi Vaughn, so this wasn't on your list, but I picked it out anyways. Hope you like it as another sampler pack to test and try." Oh. And they just started throwing in some blank sheets. Because I want to read all the notes first. Ooh, hi Vaughn. Hey Misty. Nice multi-pack from your list. Should be fun with all the colors. Thanks for great tutorials and your amazing personality. Stay. Ah. Okay, and then another one. Another note. Ooh, okay. Wow. Well, spoiler. Hi Vaughn. Hi Misty. What you got? What'd you do to your coworker?
She said tea all over him.
Oh, okay.
I never knows.
Hope this helps in your new adventure in felting. Also sending the 1 pound of white, but Amazon won't let me add a note. Well, I don't think it got here yet. Oh, man. Okay. Thank you so much, Misty. Oh, because I cannot wait. Because I know some of y'all, whenever I get into another craft, I'm sure that some of y'all are like, "Can you focus for like 2 days, Vaughn, on one thing, please?" But it all comes back to jewelry. This is just a smaller version of the bag that I'm working on and all kinds of stuff. Hey, Sija. But so I am going to be doing tutorials on how to do felted jewelry and how to do a regular fabric back, because I understand I don't really like the way that felted wool feels directly up against my bare skin. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to use a suede backing, much as you would for like beaded embroidery, to protect your skin from the itchy texture. And I'm sure if I use different kinds of wools and stuff, Derby, I love you guys so much. And so it's all going to come back to jewelry at some point. Or you can take the techniques and things, or like the mandalas. I'm going to be doing some leather working mandalas. So better you try it than I. I have enough hobbies. Bright culling, I'm going to have to get a bigger house or something. Okay, I'm going to open, look at all these colors of roving, you guys. Oh, well, it has a big old thing in the way. Ooh, lots of colors. I am going to leave them in their little bags, though. Buster Brown has subscribed to Randy. Thank you, Buster Brown. Because it just sent me an email. Because the phone vibrates.
My email's still on there.
Right?
Because you're using my phone.
Yep, there we go. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, more colors. Oh, sweet. These are 50 colors. Yes. Oh, we'll be able to get all sorts of different gradients and stuff now. What's this? Yes. Okay. Big old pack of felting needles. Because, y'all, it's like a landmine whenever one of these things breaks. And I'm not going to pronounce it right, but Annette Kateri? Annette subscribed to Randy. Thank you, Annette. Size L. Oh, size large, size medium, and size small.
No, it's size L.
Size L. Better wool will feel softer to the skin. The ribbon you purchased is pretty rough. High micron count means it's softer. Okay. Close. And Jeanette? Is that correct? And Jeanette, maybe? Thank you so much, though, Misty. And then also, this is what I'm super excited about. Ah, right on. Hand dyeing yarn and fleece. Oh. To my most important creations, Ron, Ross, Casey, and Tim. To my loving husband, Bill, for everything. Well, that's nice. Oh, gosh. Now, sorry, just reading that note. It hit me hard in Walmart today. Two babies that we went by were in the carts going la 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 la, like making that noise, which echoes in my soul. And I looked at Randy and I was like, Randy, put seeds in my belly. Let's try to make a baby. And he was like, you know that this is just that time of month. And I'm like, I know, but have do what?
Then I gave you a
Yeah, and then he handed me a cucumber and was like, this has seeds in it. And I'm like, fuck you. But but I don't know, it's sometimes especially around the holiday season, I miss not having a family. So I'm really glad for y'all because y'all are my family. So no fear dying. Oh, dying like dying things, not like dead. Brett. Brett's not too chatty, but he just went, oh my god. Brett's going to kill me if I don't stop picking up crafts to try based on stuff I send you or stuff you're working on, right? You're moving too fast. I just got that flat where I try not to end up with leather yet. You'll get there. Right, facts. Well, and a lot of it is we're not able to have kids, and the adoption process is so like they're not gonna let somebody who's self-employed YouTube professional raise a child. Like, are you kidding me? Dressed like this? A very reasonable craft, it says. Oh, that's backwards. Beautiful fiber, ugly color. Unless the yarn is exceptionally dark, a dye bath can work wonders on a 2-dye for fiber, transforming an ugly duckling into something very special. New life for old duds. Ooh. I'm going to have to go thrifting more to see if I can find like 100% wool clothing. That's true, Star. And it's complicated. I don't want people getting up into my life. And so it's just, I don't know, it's something that about once a year, like I'll see a Capital One commercial where there's like a Viking and he's like pillaging and then he comes home and he kisses his like Viking wife and he puts his helmet on his little Viking baby. And I'm like, Randy, I need a new puppy, like, or something. Right, Derpy? I get kicked in the ovaries by babies all the time. It's rough. Hello to Turkey. Hey. You can have my youngest, right? And his newfound attitude. Yeah, and it's something. Adopt us. After all, we adopted you, right? And I'm just going to keep you guys as y'all are my family. So this works. You want to borrow my 13-year-old? It's great birth control for everyone, right? Oh, so that is quite the haul. And this is the bag that I've been working on, which I found I very much prefer building the felt up from scrap. Oh, well, thanks, Brett. Get a house rabbit, right? Because if it's an Angora and it just hops around and chews on everything. Thanks, Michelle. I love and spoil everyone else's kiddos, and then I can send them home. That's fair, Holly. That's honestly what probably Randy and I are going to do for the rest of ever. We have super cool nieces, and we have invited, I still haven't talked to her parents about it yet, but we're going to try to bring our nieces up for the summer to hang out with us. Trinity. Yeah, everyone's just roasting their kids. Well, they live in your house for free. You gotta do something. Hey, Randy.
What?
Would you be able to use my phone to check the weather? It's looking like it's about to turn tornado sour outside. Sorry. Get the training to become foster parents. We just might. But it's like, I don't want to have to put my kids in school. Yeah, if that's not a sign from nature. Y'all want to see the world end outside the house? Roasted kids, right, Brett? It's like veal, but porky.
Well, according to this, it's cloudy.
It says it's cloudy.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Weather Channel. Tasher says tornado sour. It's the color that the sky turns when the clouds are just right for a tornado. Like, do y'all know what I'm talking about? This is beautiful though.
That's not the right color.
Is it not? Okay. Well, I was worried because the wind was picking up the way that it do. But we've got some beautiful. Oh, and the rain's coming in sideways as well. Well, there was some great gusts of wind. Let's pop our heads outside. What's up? Doop, 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 doop. So this is our front porch. School is vacay for parents. I know, but it's prison for the children.
Oh, it's alright.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. So, nature. Have you, among your many talents, done tatting? Yeah, I actually did a tutorial on how I tat. The water, gross. Being outside. Ouch. Oh, there's a thing there. Okay, so I went outside today. That's good. Homeschool / cyber school. Yeah, and I don't know, we'd have to move to a bigger city. It's just this whole thing. I'm hardly getting my life together just for me and Randy. Holy crap, get to the basement, right? No, because the basement's partially flooded right now from all the rain. So, what is the mannequin wearing behind you? Is that a costume? That is one of my shirts that I took off and just put over the mannequin, and a sarong, because it's awkward, because people can see into the house in the evening until I close the curtains. And I was like, I don't want the neighbors to just see this naked ass mannequin. But this one over here behind me isn't a costume. That is the foam prototype armor and a helmet for Randy's Saiyan armor. Right on, Laura. Sorry, I had some hair stuck in my ear. Open your windows. No, the humidity. Because once the house gets humid damp, it just stays humid damp for forever. So these large needles, and I don't know what shape the tips are. It's beautiful outside though. So I call closing curtains at night. The show is over, close the curtains. Right? That's awesome.
Did you see the video of the lady from Japan that needle felt cats' faces that looked so real?
Yes. Oh my gosh. That was mind-blowing. Sorry, I'm still just looking outside at all this stuff. The best. I can't wait to read that hand-dyeing yarn and fleece. That'd be really cool. Ooh, they're sharp though. What shape are these?
You gonna do any crafting today?
I can. These. I can't tell what shape they are. My eyesight's going. Ow. Ow, these are sharp.
Is it like a star sharp or
Yeah, I can't tell from my fingertips either. Okay, so we're gonna do the giveaway. So all y'all, if you have not commented on, hey Angie, if you haven't commented on Tuesday's or Thursday's live stream, go comment real quick and then come back. Whoops, my adapter. Never wanna break it down. The best, the best. Okay. Doop doop doo 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 doo. Boop boop boo doo 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 doo. So we are going to the random comment picker.
Oh, you're doing it?
Yeah, is that all right?
Yes. I ain't gotta do it.
Hi, Blake. Blake from Texas. Hey, Sam. How's it going? Boop boop doo 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 doo. Bye, Garner. We'll see you around. No, please don't apologize. My phone is dying. Sending you a package. Ah! Okay. So I gotta figure out which It was that one. Oh my gosh, that was Thursday. It has been a long weekend. Long weekend. And just so y'all know, this is... Hey, Michelle, I'm seeing your comments. Sorry, I totally just commented because I couldn't remember if I did. So this is what we're giving away today, which if you don't like this as a necklace, you could always go through. It hand sews so easy onto anything. I need more space for my craft area, right? I laid my head down by a stream, and there I had the strangest dream. We're gonna pick the winner.
Did you get my address?
I did. I got your messages with your address. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I hadn't replied yet, but it's I hate typing on my phone. So, which none of these are good excuses for anything. I'm just sorry that I don't do better because y'all do great and I feel like I'm just over here flailing around. Okay. Are y'all ready to find out who is the winner? Boop, beep, boop of this thing. This bad boy right here. Which I'll be doing a tutorial on before too long, I'm sure. Oh, we had what? The winner is Cami Jensen. She says, Vaughn, you are amazing and such an inspiration. Thank you. Well, Cami, congratulations. You are our winner. Please send me an email at backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com with where you would like for me to ship this to. And I'll get it shipped out to you, hopefully before next year. So, because I've been really bad about trying to... Oh, it's Cami. It's CAMIJENSEN. So, thank you guys, though, for that. Cami. And then, so I want to leave that right there. Put that right there. Let's Q&A for a bit. Or what kind of crafting do you guys... Ouch. We could do some needle felting. We could do... I don't know. Something. Yeah, Flash into Bob's and a booty. She's got a hat and a dragon onesie on. But not properly, though. I laid my head down by the stream. I just wanted to come hang out with you. I missed you.
Oh, okay.
You decide anything's cool. Right on. Hey, Sarah! I've been missing you. How are you doing? Only on holiday for a week. Here with family, Brett, then back Queensland. Y'all are so cool. I'm glad that you guys are friends with each other. Chainmail! So.
Gotta make the donuts.
What donuts? We have donuts?
No. It's a phrase.
I'm hungry. Sorry, you got me riled up. Now I want donuts. Sam. Sam's off put. There's the black mass on the floor. Gotta run. Bye, Anjanette. Right, Dodgers. I'm trying so hard to like be on a diet and like not eat myself into an early grave. And Randy's like, donuts? And I'm like, eh? What?
I was talking about Sarah. She's like, I've been busy with work. And I said, gotta make the donuts.
Okay. That makes sense. Hey, Joseph. Thank you. Have you done glass etching at all? I have not. I actually, honestly, probably need to be working on some wire wrapping. Dragon eyes? Sorry, Sam. So I can wire wrap while we hang out.
You ever get to the state where you have so many ideas that you can't get started on anything?
Yes.
And how do you overcome that?
I'll just pick one thing and start doing it. Oh my gosh, yes. Like, is Dave a person that you know? Because I want to be his friend.
Who's Dave?
A picture that Derpy drew.
Oh.
He didn't have a face, though. Yeah, it's... I was commenting, I like your wire work best. And it's a lot of people kind of just like me for my wire work. But I stay a happier critter. Thanks, Sam. Whenever I am doing more just wire wrapping, because it's kind of brutal on the hands and the fingernails and stuff too. If you do just that, just a sec, tweaking the light. Well, that's what you get for patting the dogs. Going to do a little volunteering catch up. Oh, bye, Holly. Have fun. Hey, Amy. Randy is a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts, actually. I don't like you just for your work. Oh, okay. Well, it's some people are like, because I get like up to like 8 thumbs downs. I think it's the most I've ever gotten, which is pretty cool, I guess. No, I want donuts too, right, Jenny? Right on, Amy. I'd love, you guys can post those publicly on like Instagram and Facebook, so that I can see, or you can post it on the Patreon page, but I think some people have problems with that. Like, it's not very mobile friendly, I think. Oh no, did I?
Acrylic paints?
Not for proper acrylic paintings. Right, Cindy? So this is an eye that I've been working on, doing some of the weaving and stuff. And in the forest, I know not where.
He loves desk.
Don't disturb him. I'm gonna see if we can get this. Do y'all see that dog licking that desk? Hey, Sam.
No, up over there.
Sam. No, he doesn't want to look at me. There's a dog over in Randy's desk, or lap, and he was just licking the desk like crazy.
Sam loves desk.
Sam loves desk. And that's my Z-Dog. He's a good boy. He's a good dog. I struggle with the tiny font on the Patreon app. It's impossible to read, and you can't add photos on mobile. Well, there you go. So I like Patreon, but they've got a ways to go before they've got all their ducks in a row. Twisted said, wasn't he licking the floor in another video? Yeah, that's what Sam Dog do. He just licks stuff. Like,
there's nothing like rolling over in bed and finding your face in a nice big wet spot.
Yeah, he'll just he'll lick like the pillow, and then that way, like, you just lay your face in his slobber. That's what he do. Camelia says, are you still using Patreon? I am. I will use Patreon probably forever, because it's not perfect, but it gets it done. Ooh, right on, Kaz. I'll have to do that. What was the thing I was just, there it is. Okay. So it's like, I was literally just holding it. My dog Crash does the same thing, right? Okay, so I'm going to be just threading some beads on.
We've been going for 55 minutes.
Woo-hoo. 55 minutes. You can really see your efforts losing weight. I'm struggling.
Somebody asked if they were border collies.
Okay, no, because I was like, where did you even get that? Sam and Z are purebred mutts. They are mutt for generations. Are you going to allow for memberships on YouTube?
Probably not.
Randy says probably not. Honestly, we don't have anything to offer you guys that we don't offer over on YouTube, and it's going to be really overwhelming for us to try to manage both, because right now we have a hard enough time just trying to manage Patreon, because like probably the most challenging thing that's happening this month is we had a lot of people cancel their pledges for craft crates in September. But I'm like, I don't want, because it still took money out, but I was putting off for the double craft crate in October. So now I'm going to have to figure out how to look through and find, and there's no easy way to do it. Randy and I have both been looking, hey Brad, to be able to send the people who had pledged and then canceled in September their craft crate. That way they get their money, you know, y'all paid money for that. That's awesome. Done by Girls says, I don't want anything besides content. The $5 a month would be for content, and you for sure provide that. Right on. We do all sorts of behind the scenes stuff too, though. I have a question for you. Do you ever get in a state where you have so many ideas? I am super far behind. I do. Whenever I get into a state where I'm overwhelmed by all the things that I want to do, I'll just pick one and just do it. Like I have to just and it's Randy helps. It's like sometimes I'll just be like this broiling mass of ideas and Randy is the lens that helps focus me down into actually getting something done. About 2 hours north of an O and
That's
yeah.
a good question, Sarah.
What's the question?
Just get a hold of some glow in the dark pig or powder.
Yeah.
Do you recommend mixing it with clear nail polish or using the same color glow nail polish?
I recommend going with clear at first. Um, but it's if you use a pigmented nail polish, I've been doing a lot of experimenting with this, so I actually need to just bust out the tutorial for it. But I've found I like the results that I get better mixing it in with a clear medium because it has a little bit of a tint to it, but if you take something that's already pigmented, you lose a little bit of that vibrancy of the glow. Like, does that make sense? Trinity says, see, girls, we all need a Randy. And that's, Randy himself might not be for everyone, but I do recommend if someone else brings you joy, keep them in your life. Like, because credit card got jammed up, but okay, right on, Pinky. Yeah, and I personally have no power over any of that, like on what card it charges, on, what if you layer the clear glowing over the colored? Keep in mind, the layers that you do first will be most visible. So if you do an opaque, heavily pigmented color and then do the glow, it's going to be blocking it. Where did you get him? Target, Amazon, Goodwill, high school? He lived like 2 streets up from me. But I was talking to Lara during the backpacking trip about, Randy and I together, and she was like, I know this makes you really happy, but that sounds like a waking nightmare for me. Because Randy and I, we've spent almost every moment together for like the past 13 years. Uh, like, we at least spend at least half of our day together. And Lara's like, nope, I'm an independent, I like personal space. Make scales. The only manufacturer of the scale-shaped plates for chainmail and scale mail that I know of is the Ring Lord.
Do you know if the UV lamp for fingernails is the same one you use for resin?
That's what I use. Tiny Pandora sells it, but it's basically you can find the exact same thing on Amazon, but it doesn't have her sticker on it. So, yeah. Now, some UV resins don't cure as well under direct sunlight as what they would if you had like a UV lamp. Then it's really nice to be able to work on a project at like 2 in the morning or on a cloudy day and get consistent results. I can't wait till Thursday. I'm finally in the position to do the Patreon thing. Kristen, thank you. Now, also, just so y'all know, they made it like illegal. Like, uh, you can no longer do giveaways exclusive to patrons. So everybody, patron or not, can leave a comment and participate in Thursday's giveaway.
After the video.
After the video. Leave a comment after the video. Cindy says, I am like you. We turned down better money in our 20s more than once because it meant him leaving for work. I'm happy for the people who can, but we just never were okay with it. Right. Now, and Randy's had jobs outside of the house and stuff, but we're very, very codependent, but that works for us. Whereas I can see how that would really drive some people bonkers.
How long do you have to wait in between nail coats on the dragon eyes?
Sometimes I do them directly one after the other, even with the glow pigment, because you can get a little bit of blending going. But if you really want to be certain, give it like half an hour in between layers.
Same time as today.
Yep, I go live every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Standard, unless something else comes up. I just bought some Pearl-X powder for using with polymer clay. Any tips for best use? Don't eat it. It does not taste as good as it looks. And wearing like a little bit of a dust mask or a paint mask can really go a long way because that stuff gets up into the air. But don't be afraid to experiment. I feel like worst case scenario, it just comes out looking like all solid that color.
Okay, if you joined Patreon yesterday, you will not get charged until next month.
Right. check your bank because we are fairly positive that if you joined yesterday on Patreon, you won't get charged until the 1st of November.
So you won't get a craft
so
crate.
there won't be a double craft crate. So, and I don't know, again, we don't really have any control over that.
We do to an extent, but it would be madness. So we're just
right, it's we can't, yeah.
They've changed
Right,
it.
how they changed it where it takes out money like right then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it's we can't really do that. Mhm. Yeah. So I'm just doing a little bit of a. Can you explain the earrings you're wearing? Okay, right on, Lila. Well, whatever it has you in for the system right now, like we'll double check if you'll send us a private message on Patreon, which you may have already. We will double check that for you. And done by us, can you explain the earrings you're wearing? These are the polymer clay fake gauges, faux gauges that I had made. It's just a post earring with polymer clay sculpted around it. And you can wear them either way, but I kind of like them with the things poking out.
Those are pimp.
Those are pimp. Yeah. I like the fake gauges because it's... I'm a Nancy pants. Like, I don't like being in any kind of physical pain or discomfort if I can manage it. So I don't think I could actually go through the gauging process. What's up, love?
Lila may not be her real name.
Right, that's why I'm having her send a private message. I gauge mine, but that's a great idea for people who don't want to, right? Are they heavy? They're heavier than not wearing earrings, but you can also use the souffle Sculpey, and it feels just as light as any other earrings. Wondering what concepts you have for upcoming costume designs. I have decided I am not a cosplayer. I get really bored really fast dressing up like other people's characters. Like, just characters where I'm limited to I can only dress this way or do this thing or, you know, have this kind of weapon. Because whenever I start making the costume, it evolves as I'm making it. And that's the process that I really enjoy. Whereas, like, and I had fun, like, with my Bulma costume that I had done, which I'll be wearing probably on Thursday, actually. But it was really easy. The only thing I had to make was the vest. Thanks, Cindy. Well, and that's, I'm a costume designer, and I love being dressed up in costume. But whenever it gets into the semantics of it, and I start actually debating with other cosplayers, I am not a cosplayer because I dress up as my own characters. Yeah. And honestly, I'd rather be crafting. I'd rather be doing my makeup, and I'd rather be playing with my hair than arguing with somebody about whether or not I'm a cosplayer. And so I'm like, oh my god, this is like...
Are you a cosplayer or a costumer?
Yeah, and they're like, well, you're a costumer. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So, but that's just me too being like, is this really what we want to spend our time having a conversation about? Yeah, because of the culture of the cosplaying, which is really unfair because a lot of my friends, most of my friends, are actual cosplayers. I know how to describe you, extra. That's pretty accurate. And I feel like if you're going to be extra, you need to be the whole pack of extra. Like...
Oh, Renaissance garb is its own dirty thing.
Yeah, Renaissance garb is a whole nother tier of once you start... And it, again, the SCA folks, it depends on who you're talking to. But the ones who are stinkers are stinkers. And boy, they're stinkers. And that's a really nice way of saying they ruin it for everybody. Thunderstorms.
What about the glow-in-the-dark paint, like body paint glow-in-the-dark?
Ooh.
And acrylic glow.
For eyes? Or like for painting the glass eye? The acrylic, if you're talking about for painting like glass dragon eyes and stuff, don't use body paint. It deteriorates and breaks down. It's like it's meant to be like skin friendly and only last for so long. Whereas the acrylics, those will do much better. But I do want to do a one of the live streams if I can get the stuff for it. There's some UV reactive face paint that I want to get and like before the live stream do like face paint in the bodysuit and stuff, and then just be in a dark part of the house with black lights on and just hang out with you guys, just glowing, literally glowing. Like I think that would be a lot of fun, but I don't think that's what you were talking about. But yeah, I'm just doing little seed beads wire wrapped with, I'm using 28 gauge parawire. All right. Well, we went all winter or all summer without really having much rain or many storms. Picked up from the Renaissance Festival, not from the SCA events. It's a misbatch of my own. Yeah. Well, and that's the most fun way to do it, I think. I think they're the keepers of the rules and hate on those with imaginations. Yeah. And I saw a fairy necklace you made yesterday. Is it okay to ask you what you charged for that? The fairy garden one, I think I sold that one for like 75 at Dragon Con. Which Randy was like, you really need to charge more for that. And I was like, I need money. Like, I'd love to be able to charge what I ought to be charging for everything. But there's one necklace up on our Etsy that like I had posted that was like, I'm charging what Randy thinks. Sarah. Eee. And those looked so cute on you too. Bye, Mikio. But there's a necklace on my Etsy that I'm charging what a person probably ought to be charging for it, and it hasn't sold, and I'm like, this is why I undercharge for my work, because I need money more than I need a necklace that sits there and doesn't sell. So tell us about the felt pendant you made and showed on Facebook. Ooh, well, that actually got given away. It hasn't been shipped yet. Let me set this off to the side. I'll grab it. I'll be right back. She says, give it time. I know, but I'm impatient. Horribly, horribly impatient. So this went to Cami, one of last Thursday's commenters. And it's just needle felted. I started with sheet felt. And then cut it out to shape. And had like a little tab that you can see got felted in, and then I used a teal roving and just made like little designs on it. But you can take the sheet felt and needle felt that together. Best way to apply Pearl X to clay, small paintbrush or makeup thingy. I just use my fingers. Like the stone, this is a resin bauble. Like, I used citrine alcohol ink. And so it's very translucent. You can... Yeah, citrine and a splash of mermaid, which I'll be doing a tutorial on how to do kind of a mottled two-tone resin cab. Super easy. Super duper easy. Fortunately. I need more stuff like that that's just easy. Right on. And in the forest, though I know not where. My favorite gemstone, hands down, is probably labradorite. What's up?
You chose an easier way than I started with loose wool.
Yeah, well, I actually, for getting a nice color gradient, 3, 4, 5, I prefer starting with the loose wool. But for beginning, mine is amethyst. Amethyst is beautiful too. Probably my favorite combo is opalite, labradorite, amethyst, and rainbow moonstone. I like sparkly stuff. And moss agate. And quartz crystal. I don't know. I like all of them. Ooh, tiger's eye and snowflake obsidian. I've never met a rock I didn't love, you guys, so there's that too.
What about that one you kicked on Oscar Toenail?
That was the driveway. That didn't count.
It's one big rock.
It's like a person versus people. I like individuals, but not necessarily groups of people. So I like individual rocks, but necessarily groups of rocks that I stub toes on. Writing set is made by myself. Amethyst and Argentinium silver. Right on. Oh. Hi. I lay my head down. just weaving away. Jade and aquamarine. Right on.
What's your favorite place to go shopping?
Ooh.
I think I'd have to be Amazon, wouldn't it?
Amazon, yeah,
How much
probably.
did you order from?
I don't know. It depends on what I'm shopping for. I really like REI. I really like big pagan festivals. I love like the gemstone vendors and stuff. And I don't know. I like shopping at craft shows. Ah, Peridot, really, that's super cool. But I don't know. I like shopping, but I don't like spending money, if that makes sense. So it's usually got to be something, I know, for as much as I do it.
No, it's just the way you said it. It's like, you know what that means? I don't have enough money for chicken nuggets.
I don't have any money for chicken nuggets. I need to go through my stones and send you some. Ooh! Oh, that'd be cool. Bargain hunting is fun. I love thrift stores. I love antique stores. BB Craft. I don't know. I'm really bad with names. Ooh! Visiting Stonehenge is definitely on the bucket list. Right? Well, it's kind of like, and I think that's why I'm really looking forward to, we're going crystal hunting next weekend. So we're paying like $30 per person, but we get to keep whatever we find. And I'm like, I'm up for that. If they could just have like a door charge for like going into an antique store, just be like, drop $50, you get to keep whatever you find. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, yes, please. I'd be all over that.
What happened to my big... Oh.
From the Savers, it's my instant shameless self-promo. Ah! I just did a festival and I had to drop prices the second day. People act like they were in a flea market, not a craft or vendor fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's really hard. And that's why I don't use a lot of sterling silver and stuff, because typically people, I wasn't making sales quickly enough using precious metals and things like that to
Justify.
well, to make enough sales. So I was like, if I charge less but make more sales, then I end up going home with more money. Like, than if I had charged a little bit more. And it's just, I don't know. It's what felt right. And we have never had our bills turned off. And knock on wood. And we've been able to get by for 10 years before starting YouTube. So it's like, it worked. It's not ideal. We worked our butts off, but it worked. Hey, James. Jim.
Jim's here. Jim's in the house.
Jim is in the house. I laid my head down by a stream. What was your idea? Oh, the rock hunting place? Hey, Peter in Sweden. It's on Mount Ida in Arkansas, but I don't remember the name of the place. Right? And then I'm just finished up thing. Any resin technique you haven't tried yet that you want to? I want to use, there these little like cellophane or mica, like ultra lightweight, holographic, shimmery, crumbly things like that you can put into the stuff. Charge less plus more sales equals more economics. Yeah, but and whenever people are like, well, how much time did you spend on that one thing? And I'm like, well, technically, like if I sold a necklace, that took me 6 hours. Yeah, Mylar. I want to try stuff with Mylar. And I only sold that, oh gosh. Okay, no. A necklace that took me half an hour and I sold it for $20. You know, people are like, well, how much did you spend on materials and on time? And, you know, like, and it's like, because usually on things that take less time to make, the material cost is higher. But I was able to upsell a pair of earrings for $5, Tashers! Eee! Thank you. I was able to upsell other items with it because people weren't instantly derailed by, oh my God, that necklace is $75. I can't spend that much. They're like, oh my God, that's $20. This is so affordable. And they'll nab that, and they'll nab a bracelet that might have been like $1 worth of materials, but I'm selling it for 15 because it took, you know, and so it's like it all balances out over the spread of our product line that we sell in our booth. And so they might have ended up spending $50 or $75 at our booth, but they got a bunch of stuff for it, and I still came out in a profit margin. Whereas on Etsy, I don't upsell other things as much as what we do in the booth, because people are like, nah, I just need the one. Like, it's different. They aren't like in the fevered moment of being at a con or being at a craft show. Um, is any of that making sense?
Sure.
You weren't listening? It's
What?
okay. Are you just petting a rock?
No.
Oh my god, I love you. I just look over and Randy's like, I'm not listening to you. I'm petting this rock.
I'm dusting it, thank you.
Dusting it? That's a lot of petting for dusting. It's okay to pet your rock.
It's very dusty.
It's a beautiful
It's
rock.
made of dirt.
It's made of dirt. So I hope that something that I just said made sense, because I'm not good at following longer than like 2 sentences when I'm speaking. Like, by the time I get to the 3rd sentence, I have forgotten what the first sentence was. So, yeah, modern, everything has been dulled for Hollywood luster, it seems. Still, magic is a mindset. What? Yeah, and often people don't think about the spread, but on my chainmail necklace, I've gone from charging 30 to charging 40 because I've been told multiple times by multiple people. And that's...
I love that phrase.
What?
You're not charging enough for your work.
Yeah. Never once have I been told... Well, okay, there was once that I was told, you aren't charging enough for your work, and then somebody bought them.
The same person.
Yeah, and then the same person bought the item. And I was like, you can pay more if you want. And they're like, nope. And I was like, But every other time that somebody's been like, you need to charge more for your work, they weren't buying it anyways. They weren't buying it for the less, for the lower price. And I'm like, But we'll notice, like, with our dragon scale eye necklaces, where it's like an eye with like scale mail, we started off charging $25 for those. Couldn't keep them in stock. And so we started charging $30. And we were still making sales, but we weren't running out every single show. But it balanced out that we were selling more, or selling fewer, but still making the same amount of money. So it balanced out a little bit. And so it's always listen to yourself. You know your business better than anybody, because you were there every second that you were making the darn thing. You were there setting up the booth. You were, you're the one who has to decide how to spend the money that you've made, that hopefully, when we're lucky, we make. So if you hear it a lot, raise your prices, raise your prices, raise your prices. Definitely take that into consideration. But if you're like, this is working and I feel comfortable here, right? Cindy says, someone told me to choose my audience and figure it out from there. That can be a tactic as well. I don't have as much experience in that, because like if we focused only on doing high-end like arts and craft shows, then yeah, I'd definitely be like, I'm selling to people who have not just 20s to burn, but like hundreds to burn. They're here for fine art jewelry. Because there were some craft shows in Denver that a friend was telling us about, where they were like, this right here that you're selling for 40 would have sold for 300 at this show last weekend. And I'm like, well, I'm from out of state. Would they have let me in? And she was like, no, it's only local artisans. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, Laura says you're making money. That is a thing. And that's trying to keep the head above the water, get the debt paid off, buy more beads. That's the goal. I actually had someone tell me I wasn't charging enough, and then came back and bought 3 pairs of earrings, but only if I let her pay extra. Oh my god! Now that's like, hug that person. Aw, thanks, Blue.
That's someone putting their money where their mouth is.
That's somebody putting their money where their mouth is, and that is, gosh, that makes the world a better place. People that have money to burn are lucky. I have to make every penny work. Exactly, Kaz. Which is another thing that I think I'll always keep my prices probably a little lower than what people think I should, because I'm like, dude, it sucks not having money. It sucks not having money. Not only and to even be at the point where it's like, yeah, my bills are paid, but I can't, I've got $5 left after the bills are paid and the groceries are bought. So everything is technically covered, but I've got $5 to indulge myself. Like, that's my luxury money for the month, is $5. I want somebody to be able to buy a pair of earrings and be like, ooh, I got new earrings, you know, for $5. I like it in my heart, in my greedy little capitalist heart. I'm like, it makes me really happy to see somebody be able to treat themselves, even if it's just for $5. So, how do you feel about consignment shops? I've never worked with one that actually worked out. I've never carried consignment for someone where it actually worked out because either our expectations didn't line up or just, but I don't do a whole lot with it. But I have friends who work with like, one of my friends in Tennessee has her jewelry carried in like a pottery studio where they have like booths for different vendors, but you don't have to be there yourself. You just leave the stuff, but there's always somebody there. And they're in like a little bit of a touristy town, so it works out for her at that shop. But some months she'll make like $20, and then like if for Christmas she's like making $500 to $1,000, but it's only for that month. And I'm like, I'd rather have my inventory with me where I can post it on my Etsy or where I can travel to a show. Because keep in mind, like things are really different now for Randy and I than what they were even just a year ago. Because used to, we traveled to a different event almost every single weekend. So we were like, we can move our inventory quick, make modifications. Like, I feel like nobody's going to sell our work the way that Randy and I sell our work. Because, man, oh man, we want that money.
You ever think about selling wholesale?
Are you kidding? Like, are you asking that?
No,
No, I don't sell wholesale because we can't keep it in stock selling it. Like, our wholesale prices are what our current prices are. Um, and I've been burnt real bad on I sold wholesale to a lady once, and under the agreement that, because she was also a vendor at conventions, and she was just negging me and wouldn't drop it, and Randy wasn't there, so I didn't have him like keeping me strong. Yeah, it's like the one time he went to the bathroom and I was left in the booth by myself, and she swooped in and like just pushing my buttons, and I was like, yeah, fine, you know. And I regretted it immediately. And I was like, but the agreement is, don't sell it at shows that we are also at. Because that's the agreement. That's what we have with Eridani Studios. We sell their elf ears, but not at the same show that they're at. That's a dick move. Next show we saw them out, they had our necklaces out. And
it's just, why in the world would I want to compete with myself?
Yeah. I don't know if y'all heard, but Randy's like, why would we want to compete with ourselves? There's enough other competition out there, competition, that it's like, but it really burnt me because it was, we had sold a necklace to someone and they came back. Yeah, moral of the day, always have a Randy on hand. It has worked out well for me. I will keep him. Yeah, Tanya, we did the giveaway. Cammy won. But we're having another giveaway on Thursday. So, but, we had sold one of our Dragon Eye necklaces, and the person was like, yeah, well, you told me to come up here and buy it from you. And I'm like, I don't remember that. Okay. And then they came back later because they were like, yeah, the person's selling them for like 45. And we were like, no, ours are just 25. And they were like, oh, wow, okay. And they came back later and were like, yeah, I bought from the wrong vendor. Can I have a refund? And I was just like, ooh, so mad. Like out of my mind, livid. There's a troll. You got it, babe?
Where's that?
I don't know. I think somebody's calling me a sexy MILF, which I don't know if they're being friendly or being a troll. I'll take compliments where I can get them. But it was just like, because it was not a good enough of a show for us to be able to, like, 25 is a lot.
We'll just take it as a compliment for now.
Yeah, I'm taking it as a compliment. Okay, stop. Thank you, but stop calling me a sexy MILF because it's a, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the second time.
Okay.
Put him in timeout.
Yeah, Randy put him in timeout. But I was like, I don't like having to give, how are you doing with custom orders? Slow. Cover the bobs, keep them safe. Actually, I was going to be out and about today in just my cute little racerback bralette, and Randy was like, you have to put clothes on. You have to. People will get upset if they see your boobs. And I was like, yeah. Sorry, I went on a little bit of a tangent. Hi everybody, how's it going? I didn't mean to just bitch about that person for Julie says, congrats on Parawire recognizing you and giving a discount on purchases of the coupon. I know, right? Like, that blew my mind. I'm so happy to get to work with them.
I don't think we talked to him about it, did we? Like, it was just so unexpected.
Joanna sent me a message and was like, hey, can you write up like a bio or something? And I was like, Joanna, I'm so busy right now. You can use any of the information on anywhere. Like, do whatever you want. Like, you guys are great. Just do whatever you want. And she was like, okay. And then she sent me like a rough mock-up of it. It didn't look. It said basically the same thing as what was in the email, but I replied back to her. I was like, oh my god, you make me sound so fancy. I love it. Like, of course, I'm like, this is amazing. You make me sound like I know what I'm doing. And then she, like, 15 minutes later, the email went out.
Oh.
Like, she was, boom, on it. And so I was like, ah! Like, I think I had replied to somebody's comment on Facebook with Jonah Hill going, because that's how I felt. So, but yeah, it was really great. And Joanna did a fantastic job, like picking pictures and making it. Cause I didn't know what her email was gonna look like, so I didn't want to be like, yes, do it like this. I've learned to just let other people who know what they're doing for a living do what they're doing for a living. Like, she's got this. She made me look super fancy, so I was like, okay. I will send you an email about custom order. Okay, that sounds great. Thanks, Tashers. But honestly, I still feel just super grateful that Parawire is even a thing, because my job would have been a lot more difficult if they didn't exist.
Do we sell elf ears out of the booth?
We only sell elf ears out of the booth. The rest of the time, we reference people to our good friends with Aradani Studios. Amy says, do you still have any of the steampunk cabs for sale? I can't find it. Derpy. We don't have any up for sale on our Etsy right now. We were posting or putting all of them into the craft crates. Anything that I have left over, we'll be posting up on the Etsy. And that's also just something to point out too. Whenever you all get your craft crates, like, I don't put price tags on the stuff in the craft crates, but to give you guys an idea of the value, like a cabochon this size sells off of our Etsy for at least $10. And a cabochon this size, would have sold for $9. It's just a very slight size down. These ones sell for $10. So, and we focused on making like big, nice ones for in the craft crates. So almost every single cabochon that you're getting in your craft crate would have sold off of my Etsy for $10. So that's, I really wanted you to, I really want y'all to feel like you're getting value in your craft crates. So, because this month there are 6 cabs in the baseline, like the $20 craft crates. There's at least 6 cabs, plus you're getting wire samples, plus you're getting beads, plus you're getting what else is there, like chainmail and like other stuff depending on what tier. But yeah, there's the to become a patron to get the craft crate, you pledge $20 a month. It's like a subscription service a little bit. We send you out a crate, which is actually a squishy bubble wrapped like bubble mailer, just chock full of like beads and wire and the handmade cabs that I do. What do you usually get for a $50 dealer choice? Well, this month y'all are getting like 10 cabs. So usually you get like 5 cabs, 4 or 5 wire sample sizes, like maybe 3 or 4 different kinds of beads, some different charms and things. It depends. It depends every month, and it also depends on if you're a random tier or if you're a
well, dealer's choice is random.
Oh, dealer's choice? Yeah. You can get all kinds of stuff. One month I sent out prints because they were really well received. And a lot of people were like, I didn't sign up to get a picture of your face. And I was like, oh, sorry. So I don't really do that much anymore. So, oops. But yeah. So we've got some bead edge on there. Man, I'm slow at this when I'm chatting. But that being said, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry. um, Blue says no, they didn't. What's up? Is there a grade for a single month? Does that even make sense? It does. You can edit your pledge every single day. But whatever your pledge is on the first of the month, that's what Patreon takes out, and that's where you get categorized for whenever we do, for whenever we actually start shipping out. Because we cannot keep track. We're sending out 217 packages this month. I couldn't keep up with.
That's 217 from this month.
Yeah,
that's not including the ones that.
Ooh, so we're sending out way lots, big, many packages this month, and I had trouble keeping up with packages back when we had like 8 patrons. So, so I'm not good at, like, if somebody's like, oh, well, you know, I want something handmade, or I want something this color. I'm like, I can't do that. You're getting what you're getting. I'm sorry. It's everything has that little bit of random surprise to it. But yeah, so okay. I'm going to eat some yogurt and then get back to work. But be sure to check out Randy's channel, because we are playing The Sims over there, doing, well, you commentate on some of it. And we've got the geeky grab bags over on Randy's channel, because I'm actually going to be learning how to cast from resin the little Sims things that we can wear on our heads.
That's to come, though.
Yeah.
That's not coming out in this month's craft.
No, not in this month, but okay. Bye, everybody. I love all y'all. Give yourself a big hug from me, and we will see you when we see you. What if you don't use bait cards? Can we send a money order?
No.
We don't have any way to be able to keep track of that, and I can't risk forgetting about it. So, but you could do like PayPal or something. I think they let you do PayPal. I don't know, but bye, guys. We'll see you around. I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video. Bye.